Hi, I'm Justin Graff, doing my self-evaluation for this public speaking class. I have had some prior experience. I was a public affairs specialist in the military, so my whole job was speaking publicly. That was my job. I spent 2 years actually with a live 4-hour radio show, so I became very comfortable with just speaking. Um, Now, I wouldn't say I'm any more comfortable or any less comfortable. It's all kind of the same. I like getting on a soapbox and talking in front of people. As far as eye contact, volume, projection, gestures, apparently I have a habit of rolling up my sleeves, so I'll keep an eye on that. But for the most part, I do like to pace. I like to walk around. I like to get closer to whoever I'm talking to. I like to, stare in people's eyes, and I do yell a lot, so I don't really think any of those needed improvement per se, but everything needs improvement all the time because it's really kind of a subjective idea. I wasn't nervous for any of these. I don't really get nervous anymore unless there's a really pretty girl in the front row, but it's Full Sail, so it's not happening. As far as the visual aid goes, I'm really not sure if I applied anything or not. I just wanted to keep everything to be less is more with the visuals in my presentation. I'd rather them be looking at my face and believing whatever I'm telling them, regardless of what's up on the backdrop. Whether it's true or completely a lie, usually charisma is 90% of what gets the ear a listening. I have had a couple delivery errors in the past. Mostly it comes when you're trying to cut content out, you lose your train of thought. Also, sometimes in the heat of the moment, I have to concentrate very closely on keeping my language clean, which can be a little bit of a problem. So, usually recovery, that comes with practice. You just keep talking. Sometimes you just force the words out of your mouth. A lot of times you can say the same thing a few times in different ways, and most people are stupid, so they just kind of go with that. Of the speeches we did in this class, I'd say the most challenging one was probably the pitch at the end. And I'm going to be honest with you, it was the most challenging because I didn't prepare at all. I wrote that thing while the two people in front of me were doing their pitches before me, and it shows because that was my lowest grade by far. So there's something I got to make sure that I don't do in the future, is wait till the last minute. My biggest challenge concerning research and preparation, I just didn't prepare a lot. I think the challenge there is I'm so used to speaking publicly, it seemed easy, and so it was easy for me to get into that, I can worry about it later kind of mode. I didn't really have to think about it. I did pretty decently on both of the speeches, the persuasive and the industry professional, and I literally didn't prepare at all, which isn't a good thing. I'm not like saying I'm proud of that. It just, that's the mentality you get in when something's not really a challenge to you. You just kind of half-ass it, and I hope to get out of that habit in the future. From watching other presentations, I learned that you are born with it or you are not. You either speak to people or you don't. That's just the way it is. Some of these guys put in a ton of effort on their speeches, and they just couldn't get it out. And I feel bad, but it's not for everybody, public speaking. As far as the time constraints go on the presentations, I was a radio DJ where we had a live syndicated news feed at the top of each hour. So I am pretty good at back timing. I can back time almost dead to the minute every time. So what I was having a buddy of mine in the front row do is he'd start a counter and just flip his computer around so I could watch it. And I know at about 10 seconds how many words I can get out to close out when I need to, so I don't go too far over the time. My public speaking on a scale from 1 to 4, I don't know, 2.5, right in the middle. I'm not going to say I put forth a whole lot of effort. I could have done better. I didn't do terrible. I wasn't in the bottom half of the class, but, I could have done a lot better. So I apologize for not putting forth the effort that I probably should have. And as far as my feelings for concerning public speaking after my experiences this month, I still I don't mind. I don't have to say anything at all, but I don't mind getting on a soapbox. Usually, I would try to pick out like one particular group in the audience and just offend the hell out of them the whole time. But I've lost a few professionalism points in a previous class. I didn't want to bother with losing any professionalism points this month either. So, thank you very much for the time you spent with us. I hope that some of the people were able to get more out of it than I did. Some of the people don't have the kind of practice and background that I do, so I really hope that it benefited them, and I think it has some of my friends. I think it's made a difference in their ability to speak publicly. So, thank you very much.